WozziCast.
Hello and welcome to WozziCast, the greatest show on the interwebs until now, because this is the finale. Now, I bet you're wondering, but Aussie, why? Why would you do this to us? What is wrong with you? Are you a sociopath? And I say, I don't know about that, but what I do know is that I am ending it because unfortunately, I don't really have the time to do WozziCast anymore. It was a fun little experiment. I wanted to see if I could do a podcast, and I did, and I enjoyed it. But I think it's important to stress that just because it's over doesn't mean it wasn't fun. But yeah, the specific reasons why I'm ending WozziCast is kind of like, there's multiple reasons. Reason one is, as I said, I don't have the time as much anymore. Reason two is kind of like, I don't know, just something about it. Like, I don't want this channel to feel like it's being clogged up by podcasting stuff when I could focus on my main content that I like to produce. That being said, you know, I try. I'm going to try to release content when I can. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of stuff going on in the real world, the world that I live in, not the YouTube world that I visit from time to time. But basically what's going to happen is that I'm going to focus more effort on my content by doing it over a slower period, which means like I might only release one video a month or one every 5 years, so like probably not that long. But no, I've got a lot of stuff going on, and to be honest, I always thought this is kind of like a good hobby. Obviously if I could make it into a career I would, but that's probably not going to happen. So, you know, but who cares? You know, that's not why we do this stuff. That's why do anything creative, just for the prospects of success. Because if you do, then you'll probably fail. Do it for you. Don't do it to become successful. Do it because you like it. I don't know why that became like a tangent about creative stuff. Anyway, the point is that, no, I've been slacking. I've been slacking on making this final episode. I made the thumbnail like a week ago, and every day since I've been like, alright, I'll record it tonight, alright, I'll record it tomorrow, I'll record it in the morning, but I never do. And a part of me doesn't want to do it because like if I do it then it's over, you know, once I record it it's done, then, you know, I can't procrastinate on it any longer. But another reason is just kind of like, I don't know, motivation's been really hard. As I said, I've got other stuff going on in my life, so it's kind of hard to get motivated, I guess. I don't know. But in regards to what I'm actually doing is, I'm doing a lot of studying, so that's taking up a lot of my time. And when I'm not doing that, I'm kind of trying to, you know, spend time with the family and my loved ones, the people that I hold dear in this world. So between that and just, you know, trying to keep myself entertained so I don't overstress myself, the video stuff doesn't come in a lot as much as it used to. But as I said, that this isn't me quitting YouTube, like, because like I still got a ton of videos that I want to make, or at least ideas that I want to try out, and you know, in future I want to expand on that. So, you know, don't think of it as the end, just think of it as me taking like big breaks in between, but I'll still put in as much effort as I can. But yeah, anyway, I apologize if you really enjoyed WozziCast. If that was your favorite thing from the channel and it's ending, then that is sad, and I apologize for that. But you know, we gave it a shot. We had some fun. We did Thing of the Week, which was, you know, basically where I talked about a thing that I was really interested in that week. I don't know if I'm going to do segments specifically for this final episode, because I kind of just want to talk about that stuff with you. In regard to the Patreon, because I can't guarantee that I'll make something monthly, and there's no sense, and you know, people supporting me for nothing, you know, that's just rude. Like, what the hell, dude? But no, I've considered suspending it, but another part of me is just probably going to get rid of it outright, because we don't need it anymore, because, you know, I don't want people paying money for when they're getting nothing, so I'll figure out how to go about that. That being said, the people who are supporting me this month, you'll get your refund. Don't worry, I'm not just going to take the money and run, Because, who does that? That's rude. But, no, I apologize for keeping you guys in the dark. I've wanted to make this WozziCast for a while, but just, it's so hard to just press record and talk. It's so hard, dude. You don't even know. Literally, my life is just one hardship after another. But, but seriously, I do have a lot of videos I want to make in the future. Like, usually the way I come up with ideas is that I'll come up with it whenever I'm just walking down the street, or, well, not really because it's quarantine, but whenever I'm walking to my lounge room or something, I'll be like, oh, this would be a cool idea for a video. I'll write it down. Usually I'll make the thumbnail of it just because it inspires me to make the video. So, I've got a couple of works in the works, but they're going to be slow cooked, The way I see it, the more effort I put into it, the better it will turn out. And I shouldn't rush these things. And by putting deadlines on myself is, because I'll get lazy with the edits and stuff. And that's not good for anyone. That's what I recommend for people. Always do quality over quantity. Because as much as YouTube loves to reward all these punks with their vlog channels and their let's plays, I'm not bagging people out for doing those. I mean, if you really like doing that, then that's you. But YouTube unfortunately rewards minimal effort content, and I don't appreciate that. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna let that get me down. I'm still gonna make what I want to make, and I'll make it when I want to make it. And I feel like that's a good lesson to go by when it comes to inspiration. So I'm gonna yawn because I've been awake for a while, and it wouldn't be a WozziCast without me yawning on the mic like a total moaf. But no, it's not like I didn't enjoy making videos as much as I could, but it eventually got to a point where I was like working on it every day, like all day, and it sucks the life out of you, I guess is the way to put it. Like it's not a fun time. That doesn't mean that I won't continue it. Just, I'm gonna go at my own pace, and hopefully in future I'll be able to make content that is overall just better looking, like just looks better, comes off as better, has more production value behind it, I guess. I'm still learning. So, I hope you'll see an increase in quality by waiting. And some of you might be like, oh well, I don't want to wait, I just want my video now, I want all of them now, I want all the videos now. But you just gotta be patient. Good things come to those who wait. Remember when we had to wait like 10 years for a Star Wars movie? We had to wait all the way till 2015, and we got it, and it was okay. A lot of people didn't like it in retrospect, but it was alright at the time. And that's all that matters, and that's all I care about, is people saying, hey, your content's good, and then a year later, they're like, man, that was terrible. That's all I want. Actually, it's not true, don't quote me on that, I really don't want that. But no, it's just tough, I guess. It's just tough making stuff, inspiration. It fails me sometimes. That doesn't mean, but like I said, I'm going to work over a slow period of time. So, but why am I ending WozziCast though? I mean, really, it's all you have to do, Aussie, is press record for 20 minutes and then stop recording. It's not that hard. It's just I don't know, it's just it was one of those things that I was really optimistic about, but as time went on, I was just kind of I don't know if I really want to do this. Maybe I'll revisit WozziCast in the future for a season 2. Maybe I'll retool it so it's actually a bit more entertaining. But, as it is now, I just don't think I can do it every week, and I'd much rather make actual videos than just WozziCast, because if I made that one after another every week and then not a main video, it would kind of be just be weird. Also, it's not really what I imagine the people who watch these, you guys who watch these, I imagine that this isn't your first choice when you come to my channel. It's just kind of a thing off to the side. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Plus podcasting costs money, and YouTube doesn't really, unless you have to pay for more equipment, which I don't really, because I've got all the equipment. And I don't have a lot of money, so, I don't want to have to pay for podcasting, hosting, and all that. That's lame. That's lame sauce. So, if you're listening to the audio version of this, welcome to the finale. If you're listening to the visual part of this, welcome to the finale. It's the double finale. But yeah, in regards to the post-show, that's also not going to happen anymore, because as I said, I'm going to be shutting down the Patreon, so the post-show is going to just go away, because you can't have a post-show without a show in the first place, which is pretty freaking wacky how that works, but apparently that is just how making shows work. Don't quote me on that, I don't know. But no, what is this studying that I'm doing? Is, like, you might be asking, like, Aussie, you're quitting YouTube, but you're not even telling us why. And the studying is for it's for writing, because you might have noticed in my later videos, the last 3 ones I did, a lot more effort went into them. Oh god, sorry, I had to yawn away from the mic, but I managed to get it on mic anyway, because I'm just stupid. But yeah, no, anyway, I'm doing it on writing, because as you might have noticed, my videos come off as more articulated, they don't just, it's not just me blabbing on. I mean, it is a bit of blabbing, but it's not like just nonsense. There's a point to it, and that's because I've been writing scripts for these videos, and the scripts, they take quite a while to make. They usually take a few days, sometimes even a week, sometimes more than that. It depends what it is. But no, I thought that, hey, this is a good gateway into that kind of career, that field. So I thought that perhaps, just maybe, I would give it a go. So, I'm going to be very busy with that. But as I said, I'm not going to be quitting YouTube. I'm just going to, put it on the back burner, because I got other stuff to do, homie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I just do. And, plus, like, since I'm doing all this studying, and with the pandemic and everything, there isn't a ton of stuff that I can really talk about on the podcast anyway, which, sucks. But, like, my week consists of being at home because I'm not allowed to leave, because the pandemic is happening still. Like, we need to get a new thing, guys. I mean, like, 2020, we were kind of alternating throughout the year. Like, the January, it was the bushfires. February was the, I don't remember, something. Or have I got that wrong? I know March was the beginning of the coronavirus. And it's not the beginning, but it's when it became, like, the mainstream. But, like, no, we had, like, a thing every month. Like, we had riots, we had bushfires, we had all that. But now it's just, like, coronavirus. And it's like, it's boring, man. I don't like it. I think we need something new. Can we have, like, a meteorite come to the planet and, like, not hit the planet, but, like, just scrape a tiny layer off the planet, just a tiny bit, as it flies past? Because that would be something to talk about for a month. That would be interesting. It wouldn't be like, oh, there's more cases in COVID, because that's boring. That's what I believe, at least. But no, what have I been doing to keep myself entertained? I've mostly been doing a lot of reading. I've been reading a lot of comics. I've been reading, the most recent comic I've been reading is one that's called Punisher Max, and it's from 2003. It's like a collection of, like, Punisher stories, and oh my god, they are so good. It's kind of really fascinating, because I didn't think I was a big Punisher fan, because, like, at first glance he kind of just comes off as like, well, he just shoots people, like, he just shoots bad guys until they die, like, not really that interesting compared to, like, Spider-Man or Iron Man, But no, the stories are really well written. They're by Garth Ennis, which, if that sounds familiar, he did The Boys, which got its own show on Amazon Prime, which is also very good. It's pretty freaking off the chain, but it's good. But no, I've been reading a lot of Punisher comics, and I gotta say, they're very good, and I really enjoy them. Another thing I've been doing is playing video games. Like, I got the remake of me yawning. Jesus Christ, Ozzy, get a grip, man. Stop yawning. You're gonna make the audience tired. It's bad enough that I'm boring. I don't need to make you guys yawn. But yeah, no, I've been playing the remake of the SpongeBob SquarePants game, and I gotta be honest, it's pretty simple, but it's still very fun. Like, it's a very easy game because it was made for children. It's not like Super Mario 64 or anything where there's like, it's pretty difficult, but no, it's really fun, and it's just kind of something that I like to, when I've had a stressful day, or, you know, I'm just bored and I don't really want to focus on something, I just turn it on, I play it for an hour and I shut it off, because a lot of the most of the games that I play recently are games that require me to burp like a gross person, Like, I really like games recently, at least. I've been playing a lot of games that I have to turn my brain off for, because I kind of don't really want to get, like, because when you're tired and you're stressed or you're anxious or whatever, you don't really want to play a game that's like has a full-on story that you have to pay attention to. Like, I'm not going to be playing like an RPG that's 100 hours long after a long day of doing stuff, you know? Like, I don't want to think about it, I just want to play the game. So like it's like I'm playing like Minecraft and like The Sims, stuff like that, stuff where I just don't have to think. That's kind of my genre of games right now. It's just fun that I can sort of put some music on in the background and I could just relax. If you're wondering why I'm yawning so much, it's not because I'm just boring myself, even though that is likely. It's just because I've been awake for like a while, and you know, I just really had to get this WozziCast out there, because the more I leave it alone, the more it eats at me and it hurts me. And I can imagine some of you people are like, what the hell, there's no content. But no, so I apologize for that, and I apologize if I'm making you yawn, because it is contagious, and I'm sorry for that. I really am. Please don't get mad at me, I beg you. But no, the last video I made was it was Max Payne. Yeah, that was it. It was the Max Payne video, and I was really happy how that turned out. Like, it was way longer than I thought it was going to be, because usually my videos hit the 7-minute mark, like, just somehow they always get around that mark. But this one was like double that. It was 14 minutes, and I was really surprised with myself. I'll probably do a video on the sequel, Max Payne 2. To be honest, I've never actually played Max Payne 2, so I think I've got to play that game quite a bit before I can talk about it, because who the hell talks about video games they know nothing about? What am I, a video game reviewer? Because that's pretty much what they do these days. But no, I've got a lot of ideas for videos, and some of them are on games I've played, some of them are games I haven't played, some of them aren't really on a certain game, but just like an overall theme. I've got like a whole list, so, you know, hopefully by the end of the year I'll whittle down quite a few ideas on that list. At least that's what all I can hope for. But you know, we'll see. We'll just see when we get there. I apologise if this WozziCast is going to be a bit short. It's a bit short for the finale, but as I said, I'm not really going to do the segments because, you know, it's the final episode. It would be. I feel like it wouldn't be right, in a way. I don't know. I just feel weird to do it. So I'm not going to do it. And you can't make me. And that's all there is to it. I'll still try to keep people updated on my Twitter and stuff, what I'm up to, but I can't make any guarantees. If I have something to talk about, I'll talk about it. If I have to, and I mean if I have to, like I 100% need to get my voice out there, I'll probably make like a small video or something. But, you know, this channel's not dead. It's not gonna die. I'm just gonna go about making my content in a different way, and hopefully over time we will be better for it. That's pretty much all I want to talk about. WozziCast is very useful that way, as it was kind of just stuff that I needed to get off my chest and talk about. But now that it's gone, that's not happening anymore. But oh well. Anyway, I've been Aussie Wozzy, and I really do thank you for listening for these past couple episodes, whether you're just tuning into this one or you've listened from episode 1. It's not been a long journey. It's only been like a couple of months, but still, it's been a pretty big journey nonetheless. And I really appreciate you watching, and I appreciate your viewership, and I appreciate your time, and I love ya. So I'm gonna leave you alone now. Be sure to follow me on Twitter if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing. Usually I'd tell you to follow my Patreon, but that's not happening anymore. And I will see you next time. Peace out, my homies. Well, not my homies. Just alright. Just turn it off. Just turn the damn thing off. Turn it